Howdy y'all, this is Red Wolf, and today I want to talk about my favorite sword. Now, I had this made for me several years ago by Mr. Will King over at King's Forge and Muzzleloading. It is a reproduction 1730s Couteau to Chasse. Now, for those of you that speak French about as good as I do, that roughly translates as hunting sword. These were used for personal defense as a sidearm to your muzzleloader, or for getting in there and finishing game after they're wounded or you've got something cornered or something like that. Very popular sword. These get heavier and go on to evolve into the cutlass and the hanger, which is a military issue sword minimally through the Napoleon period. Now, a lot to say about why this is my favorite sword. Before I get into that, I just want to give a full shout out. This was made by Will King at King's Forge and Muzzleloading. If you are looking for a custom piece of steel, Mr. Will King is who I call when I got something I need taken care of. They're very reasonably priced. I think the sword specifically from him, cost about as much as a Cold Steel sword if you buy it from Cold Steel's website with the sheath and the baldric I got with it. You're still probably in the price range of one of the Cold Steel katanas for custom made stuff to your specs. He's got some ready-made stuff that he usually keeps updated on the website. He does a lot of custom orders. He's a very knowledgeable man. He's a very nice gentleman in my experience. Talked to him off and on for several years. I called him up. I told him what kind of fighting I do, what kind of stuff I'm normally fighting against, the style I was looking for. He talked to me some about my persona, and we got something really dialed in that is perfect for what I do. I really appreciate that, and I'm going to put a link down in the description for sure, so y'all can go over there and bother him a little bit. Yeah, I appreciate it if you tell him I did it. I'm not going to get anything out of the deal, but I called him up and asked his permission to do this video, and I just want him to know that I actually followed through. So all of that said, why do I like it? First off, it's well made. It's super tough. Now, the kind of stuff I've been doing, this does not currently have an edge on it. I'm going to put an edge on it soon, and I'll come back and we'll get some testing footage on that when that happens. But a lot of the reenactments and stuff, they will not let you carry a sword around that has an edge on it. They definitely won't let you take part in the combat reenactment. But I like it enough. This is probably going to start being a carry option for me. Really fond of it. The balance on it is exquisite. Balance point is right about here, which is the old, perfect 3-4 inches from the guard. Gives you enough forward blade heaviness to slice really good, but also plenty of control on the tip to make really accurate thrusting attacks. And I have actually finished a deer off with this, with a big plunging thrust. It's really effective like it is. It's got a partial back edge back here. We've got our tapering. I mean, all the little details you look for are there. We actually, he has some reference material, and we picked all the pieces of this out. And because of my hand size, you can see I'm just coming to the end of this right here. We were worried about whether or not my hand would fit in here when I had my proper grip. So I actually took a pillow sword style. In case y'all don't know, pillow swords are something a gentleman would keep by his pillow for defending himself in the middle of the night. And we put the pommel and piecemealed it a little bit. But there's an exact This sword is basically an exact replica of one in one of the catalogs, museum catalogs he has. It holds up really well. He actually, after I told him how hard I hit and my habit for snapping swords, he differentially heat treated it for me. You know, we've got a full fuller in here, and the blade right here you can see is kind of a little dirty. I decided for my living history stuff I wanted it aged a little bit, and I've got it just about where I want it. She handles phenomenally. I know you'll probably the camera probably can't even pick up how fast she moves. I've done HEMA stuff with it, and I'm always there, and I'm always there first. I can make it do exactly what I want it to do. It's like an extension of my arm. I've had people with two-handers hit this, haven't dinged it up any at all. It's just performed better than I've expected. It's everything that I asked for, and that's a lot because I'm hard on stuff like this. I also brought this out here to show you. We've got our leather working here. This is a baldric for it, and I try and get some footage in here of my belt carriage I've got on here. This is a traditional Scottish way of carrying it, and really like it, really comfortable. As y'all can see, I've got my cold steel longsword in here right now. This is kind of my carrying it around town rig right now. It's really comfortable. It's got several adjustment points right here. I believe this is a handmade buckle. Very well put together. Very well put together. Really, I've got nothing but good things to say. And without just running my mouth for the next 20 minutes about how awesome it is, let me know in the comments what y'all think. I'll be happy to answer any questions, maybe do a follow-up video. But I think that'll do it for now. Till next time, this is Red Wolf signing off. Y'all keep up the good fight.